Hey, demigods, and welcome back to recap World Your HQ for all things Mythology Watch. Today, we're diving deep into the electrifying plot of Percy Jackson and the Olympians Season 1, exclusively on Disney+. Strap in, because we're recapping the journey of a 12-year-old boy accused of stealing the most powerful weapon in the cosmos. The story begins with Percy Jackson, a kid who has always known he is different, tormented by visions of fantastical creatures he can't explain. His life changes forever when his mother, Sally, realizes the ancient world is hunting him. In a desperate, frantic escape from his abusive stepfather, they are attacked by a monstrous minotaur. Sally makes a devastating sacrifice, apparently turning to golden dust, ensuring Percy reaches the only sanctuary, Camp Half-Blood. Upon arrival, Percy is thrown into the world of Greek mythology, learning he is a demigod. The plot swiftly escalates to the shocking reveal of his divine identity. He is claimed by Poseidon, the god of the sea. This claim is a massive plot point, as Poseidon is one of the big three, who swore an oath not to father demigod children, and this immediately places Percy at the center of a celestial conflict. Zeus, the king of the gods, has had his ultimate weapon, the Master Bolt, stolen, and he is certain Percy, as Poseidon's new son, is the thief sent to ignite a world-ending war. To prevent this catastrophe, Percy is granted a quest. Joined by Annabeth Chase, the strategic daughter of Athena, and Grover Underwood, his satyr protector, Percy must traverse the continent and return the Master Bolt to Olympus by the summer solstice. The clock is ticking, and the pressure is instant. Percy is simultaneously the hero and the primary suspect. Their journey westward is a gauntlet of mythological obstacles. Their first trials include a highly consequential run-in with the Gorgon Medusa at her roadside establishment. Using clever tactics, the demigods manage to neutralize her. Percy asserts his controversial nature by sending Medusa's head back to Olympus, effectively provoking the gods further. The stakes escalate when, after a close escape on a train, Percy encounters the monstrous Chimera at the Gateway Arch in St. This public mythological confrontation results in Percy, Annabeth, and Grover becoming officially branded as wanted criminals, turning their secret quest into a public, nationwide fugitive hunt. The plot then pivots with a dangerous negotiation. The trio encounters Ares, the powerful god of war, who offers to assist them with supplies and transport if Percy and Annabeth can retrieve his lost shield from an abandoned amusement park. The retrieval of the shield leads them directly into a booby trap set by Hephaestus, the god of fire and metalworking, inside a Tunnel of Love ride at Waterland. Percy is temporarily trapped on Hephaestus's golden throne. Annabeth, demonstrating her tactical intelligence, successfully negotiates with Hephaestus, securing Percy's freedom and ensuring the god would speak favorably of her to her mother Athena. Ares fulfills his end of the bargain by providing the trio with a backpack of supplies and directing their transport to Las Vegas, specifically the infamous Lotus Hotel and Casino. This detour, however, proves to be a calculated trap orchestrated by Ares, who is secretly working for the ancient titan, Kronos. The air within the Lotus Casino contains lotus fruit, a magical substance that induces amnesia and severe time dilation. Percy and his friends lose days believing only hours have passed, nearly missing their critical solstice deadline. While escaping the casino's influence, they find crucial, cryptic directions to the underworld left for them by Hermes. This moment also allows Grover to realize, based on his earlier conversation with Ares, that the god of war is likely far more involved in the theft of the Master Bolt than he initially let on. Arriving at Santa Monica Beach, the quest faces its most daunting setback when a Nereid, a sea spirit, informs Percy that the solstice deadline has passed and his father, Poseidon, has withdrawn to prepare for the inevitable war. Despite the failure to meet the deadline, Percy vows to continue the quest to save his mother. The Nereid provides Percy with 4 magical pearls, essential items designed to facilitate escape from the depths of the underworld. The third act of the journey begins with the trio entering the underworld. They use a secret passage accessed by confronting and neutralizing procrusts. Within the realm of the dead, they face Charon, the ferryman, and must tame the fearsome 3-headed dog Cerberus, which guards the entrance. Annabeth manages to subdue the beast temporarily, but during the chaos, Grover realizes he has lost one of the precious escape pearls. The culmination of the search occurs when the trio is brought before Hades, the god of the dead. Hades is enraged, not because Percy stole the Master Bolt, but because the theft has disrupted the underworld, and he accuses Percy of also stealing the Helm of Darkness, Hades' symbol of power. Hades reveals 2 crucial plot reversals. First, the Master Bolt is not in the underworld, and second, the Helm of Darkness has been missing for some time, stolen by a servant of Kronos. Hades then compels Percy to open the backpack Ares had provided, leading to the shocking discovery that the Master Bolt has been concealed inside their supplies the entire time. This confirmation drastically reframes the chronological plot. The quest was never about finding the bolt, it was a carefully designed scheme to plant the bolt on Percy, drag him into the underworld, and trigger a war among the gods. This strategy, masterminded by Kronos' agents, intended to destabilize Olympus and pave the way for the Titans' return. Upon realizing they have been set up, Percy uses 3 of the remaining pearls to initiate an immediate escape from the underworld, abandoning the Helm of Darkness to save himself, Annabeth, and Grover from Hades' wrath. The final confrontation occurs when Percy tracks down Ares at Montauk Beach. Percy understands that if he is to truly resolve the conflict, he must recover Hades' stolen item and definitively stop the machinations of the god of war. Percy challenges Ares to single combat. If Percy wins, he keeps the Master Bolt, gets the Helm of Darkness, and can prevent the war between Zeus and Poseidon. Percy, utilizing his demigod abilities, defeats Ares in the duel, securing the helm and fulfilling his promise to Hades. Although defeated, Ares issues a broad threat to the young demigod, indicating that the god of war will continue to act as an antagonist in Percy's future mythological conflicts. With the Master Bolt secured, Percy travels to Olympus to deliver the weapon directly to Zeus. Percy attempts to explain that the theft and the resulting tension were engineered by Kronos and his servants, including Ares. Zeus, however, is consumed by vengeful rage and prepared to strike Percy down with the returned Master Bolt, ignoring the warnings of the wider Betrayal. At this critical juncture, Poseidon appears, physically placing himself between his son and the wrath of Zeus. In a rare display of vulnerability, Poseidon chooses to surrender in the brewing conflict to save Percy's life, thus instantly diffusing the immediate threat of war and turning Zeus's attention toward the potential council concerning the return of Kronos. The Master Bolt is returned and the Helm of Darkness is safely delivered back to Hades, concluding the official quest requirements. Returning to the presumed safety of Camp Half-Blood, the plot delivers its final, devastating chronological twist. Percy meets his trusted friend Luke Castellan in the woods, where Luke confesses that he is the true lightning thief. Luke reveals that he stole both the Master Bolt and the Helm of Darkness prior to the season's beginning, and subsequently framed Percy for the crimes. Luke also explains that he gave Percy the specialized flying shoes of Hermes, not as a gift, but because they were cursed to drag the Master Bolt and Percy down to Tartarus upon entry into the underworld. Luke's motivation stems from deep-seated resentment toward the gods, whom he views as terrible parents. He explains that Kronos opened his eyes to the failure of the Olympian regime. Luke insists that his primary goal was not to kill Percy, but to recruit him to Kronos' cause, arguing that they must dismantle Olympus together. Percy refuses to join the revolution. Luke, confirming his loyalty to the rising Titan, duels Percy and then dramatically flees Camp Half-Blood. The chronological plot of Season 1 ends with Percy safe, the threat of immediate war averted, and the devastating realization that the primary goal of the quest only solved a symptom. The true disease, the widespread resentment, and the rise of Kronos is now an established threat for the seasons to come. Percy leaves Camp Half-Blood, departing for the mortal world until the next summer, knowing his involvement in the ongoing celestial civil war has just begun. And that is the full chronological plot of Percy Jackson and the Olympians Season 1. The Master Bolt is back, but the war for Olympus is just beginning. What plot points caught you off guard? What mythological threat are you most excited to see in Season 2? Sound off in the comments below. If you enjoyed this rapid-fire recap, smash that like button, subscribe for more Mythology Watch content, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our deep dive into the Sea of Monsters next time.